In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best 6'9" power forward build for Record Pro in NBA 2K23. We're going to select the power forward position. I'm going to use left hand, and I'm going to pick 33 jersey number. And for your body settings, you're going to go 6'9", 218, and a 7'7" wingspan. And I'm going to use the built body shape. So we'll talk about the attributes, and I'll kind of tell you some reasons why. So we'll start with standing dunk. We're going to go 80 standing dunk. We're going to go 80 driving dunk. We're going to go 61 close shot. So make sure to stay to the end of the video and make sure you know where to put the +4s, because it matters for this build. If you don't put it in the right spot, you're not going to get the full, kind of ability of what this build can do. So for your finishing attributes here, 80 standing can give you the standing contacts. Now, as a power forward, if your team doesn't send you on a lot of cuts, you don't really get the ball under the rim like that. Maybe standing dunk isn't something that you really necessarily want to add. Driving dunk 80, really just for those quick drops. So if you kind of cut, you catch it, or maybe you drive in wide open, get those quick drop animations. Overall, most of your Record ProAm power forwards aren't really going to be a ton of like attacking the rim type of players. Now they get out of the corner, they might have an opportunity to here and there, but I wanted to give this build just the ability to get the quick drops and to get the standing contacts if it needed it. So that's really where my mindset was with the finishing attributes when I built this player out. So check out the best finishing badge setup for this build. For your finishing badges, we're going to go silver limitless takeoff. I'm going to do bronze aerial wizard, silver slithery, silver giant slayer. And so now with this is where you're actually going to add all your +4s. So earlier I talked about where to add those. All your +4s will go into finishing, or you could do 3. You could get fast twitch bronze, silver, or bronze posterizer, or silver rise up. So I would suggest one of these 3, of course. For me, I'm putting the +4 just to get the silver rise up. But if you don't want to do that, there are other decent badges that you could add in. Fast twitch is always a great badge to have. Posterizer if you're actually trying to get a few contact dunks. I just wanted to rise up because I think in those situations I'm really going to be leaning towards the quick drops whenever I do drive, not necessarily on mashing kind of thing. But if I get under the rim, maybe rise up activates, I get a quick contact dunk animation under the rim. So that's why I'm using the +4 here, just to kind of explain kind of the play style. Limitless takeoffs just for the quick drops. Aerial wizard, if you cut from the corner, they can throw you lobs. It helps you catch those. Giant slayer, you are 6'9", and so driving in, there's bound to be 7-footers, 7-1s in the area, 7-3s, whatever. So this might help you make a few more layups. And then slithery, if you catch the ball in the corner and you do try to drive or you do something, this can help you kind of get to the rim easier, just to get the rise up kind of animation off. Now for your shooting, you're going to go 82 3-pointer, you're going to go 71 mid-range, we're going to go 60 free throw. So really just what I wanted to get here, as you can see, just adds in a few more. You could even lower this below to an 81 and add that one attribute, wherever you can else. But I just wanted to, 81 to 82 is not a big drastic difference, but I just wanted to max out the 3-point shot here. I really won't gain much in other areas when you get to an 81. So the best thing to do is just to max it out. Overall with 17, you do to get goal catch and shoot. It's a really good badge to have. Is it necessarily needed? I would say maybe not. But for me, I just want to make sure that this power forward can hit pretty much any type of catch and shoot shot you're going to get. So check out the best shooting badge setup. Now for your shooting badges, we're actually going to go Agent 3 bronze. You're going to go Volume Shooter Hall of Fame. You're going to go Claymore Gold. It's going to unlock your tier 3. You're going to add catch and shoot. You're going to core it. I'm going to add blinders, and then I'm going to put Midi Magician. And so the reason behind the way I wanted to do this, of course, gold catch and shoot, just a good badge to have if you're off ball. Blinder silver, so if you're power forward catching the ball in the corner, you need to put your hands to like the corner you're on. So if you're in the right corner, you should have a right-handed shooter, because the defenders are usually like contesting from your left. And if you're in the left corner, you should be a left-handed shooter because they're contesting from your right. And so blinders can really help stop some of those side contests if like the corner player plays too aggressive on the side. That's why I have blinders. You can add it somewhere else if you want. Agent 3, although it is just from pull-up or spin shots, it actually activates quite a bit in any situation pretty much. So I added just to add in a little extra, ability to make shots. Mini Magician, Now this build is decent at attacking the rim. It's really good at shooting, and the Mini Magician is just going to allow you to add just a little bit different game. So if you drive in, you kind of angle it towards the middle, you take a moving mid-range, or you try to activate a quick drop and a midi kind of active or pulls up. This might help you make a few more shots. Volume Shooter Hall of Fame, I think, is just a great badge to have. You're not going to take a ton of shots, so you're never going to like feel the max effect of this badge, but it does activate right from the jump of your first shot. So I like it, but of course you could add it on guard up, green machine, anything else. And then Claymore Gold. As a power forward, you're really not moving a lot in the corner usually, and so this, as you stand there, this badge is going to continuously get better and better just to help you make all your shots. So for your playmaking, we're going to go a 76 pass accuracy. We're going to go a 31 speed with ball. The reason behind this is, as a power forward, if you're playing in the PNR for your team, if you're not playing in the pick and roll, then maybe this isn't necessarily something you absolutely have to do. But the gold break starter is what you need to throw the breaks, and in Rec and ProAm, that's how you can get a lot of easy points. If you don't have it, they're going to be really inaccurate. You're going to turn the ball over. So make sure you at least get to that 76, get that gold. Even as a power forward, grab some boards, throw it. Other than that, there's really not a ton of great playmaking badges that you can get, in my opinion. You might be able to add like floor general things like that onto this build just to help your team out. But really, as a power forward, you're here offensively to just catch and shoot. And then for playmaking aspects, maybe you can make a pass here or there. But other than that, it's really your job to, help get those rebounds, maybe throw the break if you can. So check out the best playmaking badge setup for this build. So if you're playmaking badges, we're going to go gold break starter. I'm actually going to core that. We're going to put post playmaker gold. I'm going to put bailout bronze. I'm going to do floor general silver. This is the best setup to me. So break starter, of course, throw the breaks, let your offensive players score more easily. Post playmaker. This one's, I really just didn't know where else to put it. You can add hyperdrive. There's other areas to put this. There's not just put post playmakers. If you do get an offensive rebound, you're never really going to be able to go back up a ton, especially with centers in the area and finish. And so with this, you're really going to be getting rebounds if you do, and you're going to be kicking them out. And so this is opportunity just for your, offensive players to receive those boosts. And that's really just the main aspect of it. I understand if you add it into hyperdrive other areas, maybe even needle threader. Floor general, of course, same thing kind of with post playmaker. You're hitting your teammates, and now floor general is also helping them shoot, so you're just kind of benefiting the team. And then bailout bronze, you're going to take a bad shot here or there. So really save from a few turnovers using bailout. And I think this is the best playmaking badge setup that you can have. Now for defense, and this is the part that I'm most excited for, so I hope everyone really enjoys like what defensive aspects this build can get. We're going to go at 99 defensive rebound. We're going to go 85 offensive rebound. I'm going to go at 99 block. You're going to have a 90 steal. You're going to have an 88 perimeter and an 84 interior. And so just looking at this defense, it's absolutely insane at 6'9" what this build can get. 99 defensive rebound, be able just to get pretty much any rebound you want. You get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. 99 block to get Hall of Fame anchor. 90 steal, it unlocks the gold interceptor, which is incredible to have. Silver glove is pretty good as well. In order to get the next glove, you need 95 steal, so we can't even get to that. You have maxed out perimeter. You're pretty much almost like another lockdown on the court but you're running like the power forward big position. Pretty much with block, help you really stop like any of the bigs. And then also those chase downs and things like that. I just think that this power forward defensively is one of the best builds that you can make in the game, especially in Rec and ProAm. I think you can get the full aspect of this defensive. Now, with this much defense, I do suggest you play in like the pick and roll. So normally, like if you're in like a 2-3 zone for players that play Rec that do that, you would want this build in the middle and your center be in the corner, unless your center has better attributes. But that's what this build is kind of created for, is to actually play in the middle of the defense. So check out the best defensive badge setup for this build. Now for your defensive badges, one thing that is great about this is that, with some of these down here, you're not going to need them. So like a pogo stick brick wall, unlike a center where you have to kind of have a brick wall added, this is going to allow you to add points in other areas. So we're going to start with Hall of Fame chase down. I'm going to do silver clamps, and I'm going to do gold interceptor. So we unlock the tier 3s. We're going to go anchor, Hall of Fame. I'm going to core it. Rebound chaser, Hall of Fame. And you still have 10 badges to do stuff with. So you can go post lockdown bronze. I'm going to do silver glove, Hall of Fame box out beast. And then I like challenger badge just to get contest. But you can kind of add this wherever you feel like. But I do think this is probably the best badge setup you could have. It's just insane how much like impact and just different play styles you could have. You could switch this build around quite a bit. I'm not saying you could play like primary lock, but you know, you do have pick dodger gold. Like you're almost right there to being a lockdown. Silver clamps isn't great, but with some of the other setups, you know, this build is just really versatile in its ability to play kind of in a lot of positions on defense with some of these badges. So I do think that it's a very versatile build when it comes to that, and that's why I really like the 6'9" power 4 build a lot. Now for your physicals, we're gonna max speed out we're gonna put speed at 80. We're going to put your strength at a 70. The vertical is going to be a 75, and your stamina is going to be a 91. So overall with your physicals, acceleration is really only needed for dribbling, and so it's not really useful in any other area. Speed is for defense. You have an 80 in speed, so you're going to be moving around the court really quickly, especially at 6'9". Strength, you could maybe like lower, try to get a little higher. I would like to have a little higher strength, so maybe you could adjust some other areas if you feel like it's not really your play style. That's the area I'd add it to. Strength will help you like stop some of those like it'll help you get those wall up animations under the rim when you're going against centers. 75 vert is just to get the minimum required for the finishing, and then 91 stamina. I'm gonna give you enough stamina in order to make sure you can always hit your shots. So overall, this is the setup here. I'll take you to the takeovers. Here's all the takeovers it gets. It gets a ton of just like, you get lock and big badges. So really getting back to like whatever your kind of role is. I mean, I like paint intimidation. I also like stuff blocks. And maybe you just want to double defense it up, and now you're just kind of doing everything. Of course, having spot up precision is always a good idea. So if you're playing in the PNR, I suggest to go stuff blocks, paint intimidation, something like that. Maybe even box out wall just to help you, you know, secure rebounds. And if you kind of find yourself guarding ball a lot, maybe you add in one of these. But for me, I'm going to leave it here. We'll check out the shades of and what the build is called, as a lot of people request to see this. So here's the 3 players, and then the build is going to be called a glass cleaning lockdown. That'll be it for this video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance. I'm the head coach of Bucks Gaming. I have a link to my Discord in the description below. If you want to join, I go over things like the NBA 2K League, how to make the 2K League, tips and tricks about 2K23, or if you want to play the game with myself, I'll play both on Xbox and PlayStation. The link is in the description below. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.